Good evening, this is Kenya News Alert and Mutembei TV. Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you too, Felix.
Yes.
I'm very much happy for hosting me here.
Yeah. So this is the Honorable, Honorable Speaker wa Mwananchi.
Yeah.
Speaker wa Mwananchi. Huku nchini Kenya kuna mageni na mazuri yanayoendelea. Sijui kama maybe umeyajua, whereby the king, the monarch, is present in the country. What can you say about that?
Well, my name is CPA Agai Ekene Jembe Mrisho Diao, the National Speaker of Bunge la Mwananchi National. So I just want to say something at a great issue on this issue of the first family of the Dutch, the king who has just come, the prince, whichever, but the first family of that Dutch kingdom. One thing I just want to say is that we welcome investors into Kenya. But I want to caution our president also to be very cautious with them, because these people, they know how to bargain. When they come, they want to get more of our resources and process them in their land, not in our land. So the president must also focus in bargaining for Kenya. If they want to process their products here, if they have our raw materials, let them process them here, so that our youth can get employment.
So your point is that if possible, even the industries which are going to process those things as possible
should be put in the ear, because they are in the Netherlands. Let their branches be in Nairobi, let their branches be in different counties where these products which they are interested in are being mined. Because that is what His Excellency John Pombe Magufuli did to foreigners, and it really strengthened the Tanzanian shilling. So for our shilling also to be strengthened, let our agricultural products, let our mining, let our minerals be processed here locally and be exported as finished product. That is my stand over those bargaining.
What do you think maybe the president should do, despite maybe taking the questions? According to your information, is he maybe, if possible, allowed by you Kenyans, yes, if possible, to bring as many investors as possible, just like those people all we are fearing that maybe
affirmative.
Take advantage.
Felix, affirmative. We encourage the president to bring investors here back at home, because we have vast land. If you go to Narok, we still have land. If you go to northeastern part of the country, the northern part, we still have land, government land. Yesterday I was with the Secretary General of Bunge la Mwananchi, Isaac Otieno. We passed through those areas of JKU. You saw vast land. Those land, we can use them for farming.
What can you say? What can you maybe tell those people who really have those mentality that those people are just colonizers who want maybe to exploit our land?
Well, maybe we don't have enough capital as a nation. We don't have enough capital, but they have enough resources to help us in harnessing the raw materials we have, or they have machines to help us cultivate the land we have. So if they come, I think they need to do those things here, process those products, just as I had insinuated before. So that is what I'm saying, that we still have a potential which have not been exhausted, and those potentials need to be exhausted by people, investors with resources. And I want to thank the president for bringing those investors back here in Kenya. But one thing you need to do is to ensure that these foreigners, when they come into our land, let them process everything here and just export them as a raw material, as a finished product. Yeah, as finished product.
Yes.
Because through that, our people will get employment, both at the level and also at the industry level.
What about those people who are complaining that maybe at some point even those when those flowers? I think some of the examples of those crops which are planted are flowers, yes, which are exported right now. There are those individuals, maybe you can come up with ideas that those flowers those farms may use some of the chemicals and other substances that pollute the environment there. What can you say about that?
I think...
okay, will that result to the environmental pollution?
That goes to NEMA, the National Environmental Management Authority, and also COTU, which must take into consideration the welfare of workers. For instance, if workers are working in these industries which produce such chemicals, I think there need to be shifts so that they don't spend most of their hours there. So that is the work COTU should focus on. And again, NEMA, the pollution of our environment. I think that is That is where they need to come in. And therefore, in the process of bargaining, those agencies, government agencies, need to be there. The labor organizations within our jurisdiction, Kenya, need to be there. I think those are some of the things which need to be focused, because these investors, they might come and bargain that they want to need their products here. And you find they corrupt their way. And these authorities which are concerned with the environment, with the welfare of the workers, are compromised. And you find Kenyans are going through a lot. Those people who are working in such farms, you find their health has been negatively affected.
Yeah.
So that is what we are focusing on. As you bargain, investors come here, let include all agencies which are concerned, labor, environment, and things like that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I'm very happy.
Last word to the president.
My last word to the president. Kenyan youths are really going through a lot economically, and this has even affected the social fabric within our society. So my advice to him, focus. We have 47 counties. Look, Narok produces what? Kajiado produces what? Kiambu produces what? And let us ensure that we put infrastructure in those counties to ensure that youths are employed, to ensure that youths do not have time. And again, the MSMEs, the president, the hustler fund, that fund you could have given to the commercial banks so that youths can go and take loans in our banks. Through this, I think we could have lost 8.7 billion, because you find when government does such things, they don't have a strong infrastructure to block the pilferages of financial laws. So I think when you come up with such an initiative, ensure you partner with commercial banks. Through that, it will safeguard, and people will be very disciplined while taking this loan.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.